Hey loves, I hope you can hear me. I grabbed the wrong headset, so we're going commando when it comes to headsets right now. It's been super quiet here, but suddenly there's a ton of traffic. So I'm gonna wait till these cars go by, and 4 bikes and 2 trucks and a partridge and a pear tree, and then we'll get started. So kind of fun story. This is actually where I went to college. Look how gorgeous all these trees are. We're over on my college campus, Colorado State University. It's where I went to school. And let me know, guys, if you can hear me or not, because I don't have my headset. I'm walking over to my car, so once I get in there, it'll be a little quieter. I just love this space. I've been craving a lot of green and trees and groundedness, and there's very few places I feel like that are as beautiful as the Oval at Colorado State University, which is just, look at this beautiful, beautiful space. I'll show you guys these massive trees here in just a second. So, you can't hear me? Awesome. Okay, cool. It's much quieter now here. So, series of things have happened that I already was really focusing on living a very conscious life, and from a space of love and connection and all of this. But I had some things happen over the weekend that have deepened that for me, and just realize like how much this fear of being triggered, of being personally attacked verbally or in other ways, keeps us, especially as women, pushing away what's really important to us. And so we have all these beliefs that we want to help people deeply, that we want to heal the planet, that we want to serve greatly, that of course, yes, we want to make money and change lives and all these things. And these fears of having our family not support us, or having people outside, unsubscribe from our email list and make mean comments on our Facebook lives or our social media posts, they trigger us, they put us in a state of fear, and they keep us making decisions from fear instead of love. And literally everything is love or fear. Always, 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 okay? And so the whole intention is, what would it look like to come back to a space of pure love in your business, in your life, with your body, and with your relationships? And because of some of the events that happened this weekend, it led me to this space of knowing more deeply than ever the importance of living, breathing, serving, creating, working, all of it from the space of love purely. And that's why I've created a brand new workshop. I was in the middle of journaling, I think it was yesterday, and was like, I need to do this workshop about love marketing, not loving marketing, like that can be part of it too, but really about how to market and build a conscious business from the space of love, right? Okay, probably should not trip over things literally while standing still. The idea that everything can be done from love. And let's be honest, like there's gonna be things that trigger you in your business. You're gonna have people unsubscribe from your email list. You're going to have maybe a comment here and there of people disagreeing with you. You're gonna have maybe clients vanish or things happen. Like it happens, life happens. And the thing is we've got to stop as women trying to put up these big buffers and protection systems that keep all the scary things away, and instead to come into a space where we feel aligned and connected and in tune with who we know we are on this planet, so that we can share and create from this space, and also to have a toolbox filled with the tools to come back to a space of love, even in unloving situations. And basically what happened for me is I had kind of an intense situation with some of my family over the weekend that led to like arguments, led to things like basically fighting and not feeling great. And I was definitely involved with it too. I'm not going to say that I was innocent by any means. And it was such an eye-opener of, oh yes, this is what I'm no longer available for. I am no longer available to have to water down who I am, and I know you feel the same. No longer editing yourself, being the lukewarm version of you, holding back, pulling back, not being too much for fear that you might offend someone or make someone feel uncomfortable with their own lives, or feel like you're acting like you're better than them, or whatever else people think. Enough with that. And I invite you to now step fully into this space of love only. And that when things do trigger you, because it's going to happen from time to time with growth, that they're things that you can move through quickly, that you can actually allow the pain of a situation to crack you open in the best way possible, so that you can more fully be all of who you are, instead of being like, typically what happens when we are in pain is that we harden, we hide, we put up our layers, we try to protect ourselves instead of allowing it to make us more vulnerable and to soften. And that's what I want to invite you to do instead, is to allow it to open you up. And so I got inspired to put together a new workshop that's called Love Marketing, and basically bringing all of this into your business. How do you move through situations with grace and ease, whether it's family or business related or money related, and come back to the space of love over fear, because it's always love or fear. How do you market and say, screw all the marketing out there that's totally fear-based? What does it look like to market solely from love, and letting that allow you to earn and serve and become a 6-figure, if not 7-figure plus entrepreneur and business owner? That's what we're doing with this. So I'm going to be hosting this new live workshop this week called Love Marketing. It's all about having and creating and living in a compassionate business. How to turn the pain, because things are going to happen in your life and your business, and turn that pain into profits and into impact. Because when you do these things, it leads to leaving a legacy, right? You want to be known for something. You want to be remembered for being kind and generous and conscious and compassionate, not to be right, not to win all the arguments, right? You're here to do so much more. All right, I'm gonna hop into my car real quickly and we'll keep going from here. Woohoo, let's see if we can do it. My phone might try to connect to, Jordy's disconnected.
I think we'll be all right.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, we're going for a drive. Chanel is stuck to my head. I got it. Whew. We're gonna go wash the car. It's gonna get really exciting in this Facebook Live. And any questions about this, guys, feel free to drop them here. Any questions about this at all, because I know that we all go through these situations. And like, I was sending out an email, I was writing up all the details for this, and it's like, I just hear, I mean, even in the past week, can you guys still hear me? Give me a little comment below, let me know that you definitely can hear me and I haven't connected to the car. And while you're doing that, so many people in the last week of my clients in my community have told me about how they're going home to visit family for the weekend, or they're meeting up with some old friends or something like that, and they're so afraid to share this new way of how they feel and how they show up in their lives. And we all feel that way. We've all had this. And I was just talking to my husband this morning. He just got back. Who's driving? I'm not driving right now. I have a driver over here. He just got back from being on tour with his band the last couple weeks up in the Pacific Northwest. And we were just talking this morning about putting out a podcast together, which I'm pretty sure is happening. We have the mic and everything, and we were discussing what to call it. And I just kept thinking about this. We don't know yet, not announcing it yet, but we just kept thinking about this idea of conscious living and what that actually looks like, of living an aware life, of living a life. You can definitely go this way. My poor husband, I have him on my college campus and he did not go here. He went to the rival school. So I have to direct him on appropriate CSU driving. I'm melting. All right, let's do this. Okay. We were talking about the idea of an intentional life, an aware life. Really intentional and conscious are the biggest ways that we can think about it, of like being aware of how other people feel for sure, and being kind and being compassionate. And I think for so long it's been taught that if you are working in that way, that it's actually going to be bad for your business, which is a bunch of BS, okay? Like kindness and compassion and love are some of the highest vibe energies out there. And money and wealth, it lives on the same frequency as joy and connection and kindness and compassion. So of course, living and breathing and believing in that way changes everything. And we've seen it work for our relationship. Like we were talking a couple weeks ago before he left on tour, we're like, we haven't had an argument in we can't remember how long. Like there were times that we have for sure, and we've been married, we just celebrated our 5-year anniversary. We've been together about 11 years, right? A little over 11 years. And like, we can't remember the last time we've had an argument because we have a very conscious relationship in terms of being present, being aware, speaking to the person, being kind. Like it comes down to some really simple things, but I understand that so much of our society doesn't work this way. If someone gets angry at you in traffic, if someone makes a mean comment on your social media post, if someone, all of this stuff, like the idea of being kind and compassionate, sounds simple, but then we get out into the real world and suddenly it seems so much more complicated. Or you're watching the news and you're like literally almost brainwashed into thinking everything is negative and scary and terrible, and it's not. I personally believe that the world is getting better and better. I believe that we're in a space of shifting consciousness, and I believe that it is our responsibility as light workers to do the work, to come back into alignment, to be present, to serve greatly. It is also your responsibility and my responsibility to be wealthy, okay? It is your responsibility, if you want to have a massive global impact, to have access to financial freedom and financial support in whatever way that it comes, so that you can serve greatly. I wouldn't have time to be doing these trainings and to be doing these workshops and to be creating content and all of these things that allows me to impact millions and make millions if there wasn't financial support there. The financial support comes from making the decision that I deserve to receive. And here's the big thing that's fascinating to me. When we're children, if we spend the entire day playing in the flowers, playing with the dog, eating some food, taking some naps, there's nothing in us at the end of the day that makes us go, well, I really should have got some more things done on my to-do list. I didn't get my dolls organized. I didn't get my shoes organized by color or alphabetical order. Like, maybe I'll do better tomorrow. Somewhere when we're kids, it starts to flip, that you start to believe that you have to do something to deserve to be alive on this planet, which is a bunch of BS. You, exactly who you are, in your purest form, at the core of who you are, in your heart of hearts, is literally more than enough for you to deserve to be alive on this planet, for you to be compensated on this planet. And there is a message that resides in your heart that you are meant to speak and breathe on this planet. Your job is to let go of all the layers of BS that you've been told by family, friends, media, and etc., and finally get back to who you actually are, okay? So this is the whole reason that I'm creating this workshop. It's called Love Marketing. All about coming back into a space of love, how to deal with situations that will trigger you, because they will trigger you and they will come up. It's not about defending yourself from these situations and putting on layers of protection to keep them away. It's about you having the tools in your toolbox to have a conscious response, even if someone's being a total jerk or a meanie or a troll to you, to be able to still be conscious in that moment, to be able to spread love, to be able to realign your energy, to be able to cut the energetic cords that people can place on you in situations like that. That's what we're going to be doing in this workshop. And I price this workshop incredibly low because it's super important to me that every single person who needs this, which is basically every woman on this planet, gets access to this. We're going to be doing it live this Friday. As soon as you sign up, you get all of the details, the date, time, everything. But even if you can't join live, you're going to get the replay of it as well, okay? So it's not like you have one shot with it. You're going to get unlimited replays of it, so you can watch it over and over, take notes, grab it. It's going to be at least probably a couple-hour workshop, because we're going to be going really deep, and there's going to be open Q&A on the workshop as well, so I can personally answer all of your questions. So as soon as you get signed up, you're in for it. We're going to be putting together some really special pre-work that I'll have probably by tomorrow, that you can be starting to do ahead of time, so you're really prepared for the workshop. And then workshop will happen on Friday. You'll be rocking and rolling. We'll send out the replay almost immediately afterwards. And it's so important to me to get these tools into as many hands as possible. Like I said, the situation that I went through this weekend, I'm not going to say that I was totally innocent. I took part in it. I was part of an argument that happened within my family that was super painful, was super emotional, triggered me in a lot of ways, and almost, by the next morning, it happened that night, by the next morning, I was beyond grateful. I was journaling so much, I was writing so much, because the pain cracked me open and has really peeled away so many layers of fear that weren't serving me anymore. It was this realization of, like, if I can go through this and still be totally fine, I can go through anything. And I want to show you how to actually allow the pain of things that can happen in life, because life is alive. Life is literally energy in motion. Things are going to happen, but they don't need to throw you off. Because here's what I see happen. Brilliant women entrepreneurs, just real quickly, the link is up in the description. It's also pinned in the comments if you want to take advantage of this. It's super low priced, and super high value. It's at ToLivingFree.com/love. But what I see happen is most women, instead of waking up the next morning and turning that pain into profits, turning that pain into a message, turning that pain or whatever triggered you into something that will serve others, typically what we do, we shut down. We shut down, we feel uncomfortable, we water down our message, we're afraid that people are going to be offended by us, so we pull back, we hide, and then what happens? Our impact drops, our audience size decreases, and our income drops. That is not why you're here. And so literally, this isn't just about love and feel good. This is about if you don't take the time to figure out how to actually deal with pain and triggering situations in life, everything from people unsubscribing from you, to commenting on your social media posts, your Facebook lives, to family not supporting you, all of that, if you don't take the time to learn how to go through that, then it's literally going to kill your impact, drop your income, and it's basically living a watered down life, not while you're actually here. Okay, real quickly, we are pulling into the car wash. Things might get weird. And ideally, I still have a service inside the car wash. If for some reason I don't have service inside the car wash, drop any comments or questions here. Get yourself signed up for this incredibly powerful workshop that I'll be doing this Friday live. It's brand new content, totally live. Will be recorded, so you'll get access to it. Even if you can't join us live, it's going to be in the afternoon Mountain Time, so it'll be evening UK time, morning Australia time. Trying to get it into as many people's hands as possible. And now we're going through the car wash. So here we go. Totally, isolation can happen if you don't claim your brilliance. Exactly, because it feels safer to hide and to keep ourselves protected than it does to share our message. Do you think, Luke, that this is... Luke, would you like to talk now since you're not driving and we're just being pulled through the car wash?
We're moving and my hands aren't on the wheel.
Do you think it's gonna get too loud? Have you guys ever done a Facebook Live? The windshield wipers are definitely off, right? I think. Oh my God! Oh my God, we're in a car wash! Ah! I always forget how to turn them off. You're going through a car wash too, Courtney? Cool! Courtney's watching. No one's driving in their cars these days. We're just hanging out in car washes. This is a very disorienting way to be doing a Facebook Live. Can you guys actually look? It looks like I'm in a rave. There's all these like purple lights going across my face. So if you want more love and less triggering, if you want to break through your pain, if you want to no longer edit yourself and hold back and truly give yourself freedom to be all of you no matter what, join me for the workshop. Oh, now it's getting loud. It's getting crazy. Sierra, we're going through a car wash. Welcome to Jessica's Car Wash Facebook Live. Luke, any comments? How do you feel about love marketing?
I don't know. Yes, it's gonna be great.
No, how do you feel about the idea of having a compassionate business? Luke loves it when I do this to him. Look at his face. That face says, I love this. He just got back from tour last night. Come on, we're talking about love. You have to be loving. You have to be loving in the love compassion. All right, we're coming out of here now, and then I'll be able to speak again. We just got to get through the wind tunnel. Okay, we can do it. All right, my love. It sounds like a roller coaster. It is a roller coaster. We're almost through it. We're almost through it. Any questions? Jess, I really like you right now. Is it because we're in a car wash? Boom. Look at that. Look at how much you can get done on a Facebook Live. I went for a walk across campus. I got into a car with a stranger who I'm married to. Yeah, I'm married to.
A stranger?
A stranger. It's like a 007 Bond movie. That's what it was like. And then we went through a car wash, and now you guys can hear me again. All right, my loves. Any other questions here? That was a little more exciting than I expected. Basically, long story short, you have a message to share. There is a high probability that you were editing it, that you are watering it down, that you are allowing other people to dictate who you think you should be on this planet instead of owning all of who you actually know you are. I've been through it, we've all been through it, and it's really important to me that you have these tools and these ways to not get triggered, to not let your launch numbers or your sales or whatever define you, to stay really connected to your own source, your own connection, your own soul in everything, so that you can serve greatly, let your life out, let your light out, and live a truly conscious life, right? That's what we want. Big impact, big income, serving greatly. All right, if you guys are called to this, please check it out. Of course, everyone, all my Academy ladies, you guys of course will get instant access automatically. Otherwise, it's priced super, super low. It's happening this Friday. Even if you miss it live, the replay is gonna be super powerful. You can get signed up right now. The link is up above in the description. It's also down in the comments. It's called Love Marketing. It's all about running a truly compassionate business, turning your pain into profits, and being able to leave that lasting legacy, and no longer allowing things that trigger you or upset you or throw you off to dial down abundance, to dial down your impact, to dial down the message that you're meant to have on this planet, okay? So, if you have any questions, drop them in the comments. Otherwise, link is up above, link is down below. It's at ToLivingFree.com/love. And I just cannot wait to do this workshop with you guys. There'll be open Q&A on the call. It'll be a video workshop, and there'll be pre-work that's coming out soon. So get signed up. You'll get your pre-work here soon. You'll get all the details for the call, and it's happening this Friday live. It's afternoon time for me here in the US, so it'll be evening in the UK, morning in Australia. My intention is always to make it as available for as many people as possible across this planet. Who are ready to have a conscious life, a conscious business, and the big income and impact that go along with that. All right, my loves, to Living Free. Luke, do you have anything final to say?
Sure don't, but to living free.
To Living Free from Luke and Jessica Lindholm. All right, guys, I'll see you soon. Bye.